Welcome back, everybody. My name is Eltamar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wasteland 2. Where we left off last time, we were in the Gods Militia base, which we are just exploring. I think we skipped the... I'm pretty sure we skipped the Gauntlet of Faith or whatever. And now we are just looking around this area. Retribution is a tall, powerful black man with scars on his face and an eye patch over his right eye. He wears militia armor and is cleaning his gun. Samson's hammer, you're pathetic. What are you supposed to be, cowboys? This is an army, not a costume party. And I suppose you're here to join up with the church militant damnation. The things God send to test me, I swear. Now speak up. Why are you here, pencil necks, cluttering up my office? What do you know about the church militant? The church militant is the bravest, most well-trained, best-equipped military force in the Wasteland. Add to that our God-inspired strength and ferocity, and we are unbeatable, an all-conquering army that will scourge the earth of sinners and establish the glorious empire of God for eternity. At least we will if Mayweather and the Church Ecstatic ever pull their thumbs out of their asses and give us the go-ahead. What do you know about the Church Ecstatic? You'd look good in a fancy red suit, wouldn't you? Listen, spreading the word of God, James King, and the Red Messiah is important work, I don't deny it. But the church has plenty of preachers already. What it needs is more soldiers. We're never going to expand our base of operations if we just hide up here on our mountaintop and yammer like a bunch of women. We gotta take the fight to the heathens, and for that we need manpower, and plenty of it. Whatever, if you'd rather talk than fight, then go find Evangelist Mayweather. I'm sure he'd love to add more hands to his circle jerk. I don't give a damn. Wow. He doesn't really like the other faction. Let's go up here. Wow, this place is fancy looking. Alright, Fealty, what's up, man? Before you is a stunningly beautiful woman in a white woman's business suit with a jacket and skirt. Though she tries to project cheer and love for the church, she has a haunted look and a black eye. Welcome to the chapel, aspirants. My congratulations on you for making it through the gauntlet of Samson. I am Sister Preacher Fealty Mayweather, wife of Evangelist Malediction Mayweather. I'm sorry my husband could not personally tell you of the church ecstatic, but unfortunately he is too busy with his holy duties. May I help you? How'd you get that black eye? It's nothing. I fell against a candlestick. Do I have smartass level 8? That's unfortunate. What do you know about Heidi Hollander? A whore and a defiler of innocence, a seducing witch who lures good upstanding men to adultery and debauchery. I pray that God strikes her with the most virulent of diseases and makes the rest of her life a misery. Okay, wow. Who is Sims? Who told you that name? He was my late husband. Please forgive me, I don't want to speak of it. What do you know about the Paladins? The Paladins are my husband's bodyguards and his most intimate confidants. They are the bravest, most loyal men in the church. They're sometimes prone to arrogance. What do you know about the Paladins? No, I have no problem with the Paladins. It just seems sometimes they see more of my husband than I do, but that is the nature of their job, isn't it? I don't think so. What do you know about Heidi Hollander? Do I know her? Certainly not. I have heard stories, that is all. It has nothing to do with me. Man, I don't know what part of the church to join. Do I have to join part of it? It all kind of sucks. A hidden panel, you say? A book called Fix It. What does it do? Fix It is a book that does something. Who has it? No. Who got the book? Did you get the book? No. What's that? Lockpicking we can't really use. Leadership. What is his leadership skill now? 7? Okay. Okay, seriously, who took the Fix It book, honestly? Wait, do I have 9 demolitions? Perfect, look at that. Let's use that. Now we'll have 10. And we don't have to spend any points in it. What are these now? Field medic and alarm disarming. Okay. Anyways, no, you don't have it. You definitely don't have it. Does this fix it? There it is. Toaster repair skill. Give that to Starbuck. She now has 10 toaster repair. Excellent. Things are coming up our way. I don't know which part of the church to join. Let's just go join the militants. They're soldiery. I like soldiers. Or we could head back to Hollywood for a minute and go talk to Heidi. We haven't actually talked to her yet. I think we're pretty well done exploring this place, so let's quickly go underneath the ground again. It's only like a 4-second walk anyway, so not a big deal. We'll come back for these slaves and stuff. Let's go talk to Heidi and see what she has to say. Because I'm not really sure what we're supposed to be doing in this god's place.
Ranger.
Oh, shut up, Matthias. God damn. He needs to be quiet. That is the high ground. That's where the stoners hang out. There's Heidi's Hollywood hideout. That's the place we want to go. Let's go talk to the big HCC person herself. Welcome to Heidi's Hollywood Hideaway, where your pleasures is our pleasure. I am Heidi Hollander at your service. Oh man, I'm getting hiccups. That's not good. Ah, it's you again, Rangers. Please forgive my brusqueness at the cemetery. It's hard to be pleasant when one is grieving. What can I do for you all? Are you here for business, or pleasure, or both? She looks like a super hooker. Like, look at that face. She looks like a hooker on steroids. What do you know about the slavery in Hollywood? There is no slavery in Hollywood. Every one of my entertainers is here of their own free will, and it is the same for the boys and girls who work at the Chinese casino. I have never coerced anyone or asked anyone to do anything against their will, and I never will. They do what they love, and they love what they do. I have heard those rumors, but I had the HSP investigate, and they came back with nothing. The girls and the boys who supposedly disappeared, well, some went back home, some got jobs in other towns, some wandered off, as wanderers do. The stories of slavers prowling schwags are just stories, possibly put about by jealous competitors who try and keep people from eating there. There is no truth to them. Yes, there is. Do I have a thing that... We found evidence of slavery in Hollywood. This is very serious. I thank you for bringing it to my attention. I will have the HSP look into this immediately, but please, do nothing on your own. This must be handled internally with a minimum of fuss. Hollywood's reputation cannot be compromised. Do you need any help? You want to help me? Isn't that sweet? Sadly, though, the Hideaway has all the talent we need at the moment. The HSP seems to have everything in Hollywood well in hand. Ha! Unless you were thinking of storming the Bastion of Faith and sending those gods militia madmen packing, I'm afraid I have nothing more for you. Well, maybe. Are you sure we can't help? Alright. There are one or two things on my plate that require steady hand than the HSP can provide. One will test your diplomacy, the other will test your martial abilities. If you take care of the first for me, then we'll see about letting you crack at those pistol-packing priests. Are you interested? Yeah. Marvelous, then here's the first one. My most trusted lieutenant, Mistress Veronica, Lady of Pain and Ecstasy, has been acting oddly of late. I have seen similar behavior before, and while I cannot believe it of her at first, I fear she may be in love, and a prostitute, a dominatrix no less, in love is of less value than one unattached. So my quest for you, find out if I'm right, speak to her, offer her help, see if she meets her condition. Do you know about the Brown Crown? I wouldn't eat there if I were you. Ma Brown is a nice enough lady, but she isn't very careful about keeping her kitchen clean. Try Schwags instead. This place just seems sketchy. What do you know about the HSP? The finest police force in the West, or with the possible exception of the Rangers, of course. You will not meet a more dedicated group of men and women. I swear, they are never out of uniform. What do you know about the Bastion? The militia turned the old observatory into a fortress and let beasts and mutants run wild in the park below it, as a protection against attack, and as a challenge for the fanatical fools who want to join their ranks. The Gauntlet of Samson, they call it. What about Gauntlet of Samson, a trial by combat named after the goon of Messiah the Red Samson? Aspirants who want to join the militia must fight their way up through the killing fields of mutants and monstrous beasts to the observatory. Please. Excuse me, the Bastion of Faith. Tell me about Red Samson. Some street crazy with a sledgehammer who saw a videotape and thought he found God, died in a gang fight about 50 years ago. The only thing more pathetic than the story of his life is the fools who believe he was the second coming. What do you know about Schwag's Drugstore? A fine and friendly eating establishment and a social hub of Hollywood. Anybody goes there to see and be seen. Some of the brightest stars of the stage and boudoir have been discovered there, and young hopefuls flock there every day. It's well worth a visit. Okay, that's really all I need to know. Let's go downstairs and talk to Veronica again. She was in the room with the giant thing. There we go, Veronica. Have you found any proof of slavery yet? Yes. Let me see it. Yes, this is perfect. Perfect. Now please take this to Heidi. Show it to her. She'll have to listen now. I already showed it to her. You showed it to her and she said she'd have the HSP take care of it? I know where this is going. Nowhere. Well, at least you tried. Thank you, Rangers. Wait, Rangers, listen. You asked before if you could help me with any personal matters, and I was reluctant. But after this, I find I trust you now, so there's one thing if you're still interested. We're interested. Thank you. It's a bit embarrassing for a woman in my position, but I have fallen in love, and worse, in love with a customer. I call him the Broken Man. He comes here to be beaten for his sin. Comes here to be beaten for his sins, he says. And they must be terrible, for I have sometimes nearly killed him, and still he feels it is not enough. I don't know his name, and I have never seen his face, for he wears a mask, but I love him, and I fear for him. He used to come once a week, but I haven't seen him in a month. I'm afraid something's happened to him, or that I did something to offend him. I know it's crazy to ask you to find a man whose face I can't describe, but if you meet a very tall, thin man with a sad voice, can you ask him to come... Ask him if he knows someone named Veronica, and if he does, can you ask him to come back to her? The other bit of information I have on the Broken Man is that he is not of Bastion, that is not of Hollywood. Maybe Las Feliz, or I dread to think he could be from the Bastion. Yeah, sure, I'll help that out. Thank you. I know it's a shot in the dark, but if you find him, I'll be eternally grateful. What do you know about him? He's never removed his mask, so I can't tell you much. He is tall and lean, and moves with practiced grace. He has so much weight on his shoulders. I do not know what burdens him so. Alright, we'll go find the prostitute's love monkey. And we are out of here. Let's see. So we're gonna go back to Los Feliz first. I have absolutely no idea where this guy is or who he is, so we'll try both. Worst case, we come back and go through the secret tunnel right into the base itself. And once we take down the God's militia and get all of our zeolite or whatever, I think we have to go fight Matthias. We need to kill him before he goes to Arizona and takes over our base. That is unacceptable. Tall, thin man. You're kind of tall and thin. No, you're not the guy. Also, you have the weirdest hair in the entire world. You're not even talkable people, so I'm not worried about you. Maybe in the laundry place again? Maybe he's the torturer dude. It's a possibility. I don't think it's you. But there might be someone in this room. I didn't even notice there's a back room here. Hello? Oh, hello there. Duck Cleric. Need me to patch you up? Yeah. Give her. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, well, that door's locked. Well then. This doesn't have a trap. Locked code panel, but no trap? I'm just gonna check for trap anyways. Oops, wrong character. Didn't say code panel? Impossible. It's not a computer one? It is not. Oh, I actually failed the lock. I didn't even notice. Okay, let's do that again, and we'll go into this room here. Anybody home? No. I want the combo for that panel. Lock. No traps though? Lock and a trap on that one. Okay. So let's de-trapify this one and then de-lockify. Oh, that's a medium. Let's quick save before we fail. Wow, we did critically fail. What a shocker. No! We were going a whole day without critically failing and now we've critically failed. This has turned into an unmitigated disaster. We were so close, guys. I guess I can just do more episodes then. Cool. That's a nice handgun, actually. But it's gonna be sold for junk. And let's lockpick the next one. Simple. I like simple locks because I can actually do them without failing. And this one had nothing. Had a trap, apparently, and a lock. Just none that I could see, apparently, like, on the description. But we have a healer, like, right there, so it doesn't really matter. And there's the suitcase of poker chips. I mean, we could just go give back the poker chips now. We just stole them back anyways. Wouldn't hurt. We get some experience for it. I have a lot of random followers that aren't part of my group technically, but are still cruising around with me. I have a dog, a night terror, and some guy that's looking for his brother, who's a slave, possibly a sex slave for priests, which is a little more creepy. I'm not seeing him in Lost Feliz. Is there anywhere else to go in this place? This tall, lanky man who needs absolution or whatever. Edwin is not him, though. That's for sure. Hey, something to dig up over there. I don't actually want to go into the Samson place. Although I might have to for this quest if I need to, like, find his dead body or something. A decoder ring, you say? Cool. Did I get the statue? Yes, that was the Unreal Engine. Alright, let's go up into the Bastion and see if we can find a tall, lanky man who is a sinner. Maybe he is the torturer. That makes sense. It sounds kind of like him. Feels bad for torturing people, you know. Oh, I didn't actually mean to go out. Walk back to Hollywood. Got away from the nuns with the guns. Enter. Okay, let's go underground. Actually, we should stop by the casino and give him his chips. Get some free experiences. Oh. I think after this episode, I'm gonna go get myself some breakfast. I'm starving. Alright, let's hand in these chips. I did bring you back your chips. We acquired some poker chips. You're welcome. That's a lot of experience, actually. I wonder what the max level in this game is, because my characters are actually getting pretty high up in level. Like, what am I at? 29, 31, 31, 29, 29, 31, 30. It's pretty good. I'm going to wait for more brawling skill for him. Brother Thomas, you can just chill there for now.
Over here.
I want more smartass skills so I can actually do smartass conversation things. And who else do we got? He has 15, so he should be getting something. What does he have for books again? Just the kiss-ass skill. I don't really want that one. Okay. Alarm disarming, probably? Then I can max it out. It's not a bad idea. Alright, let's go with that. Use that. And he will have maxed out alarm disarming. Why are you not using it? Oh, use on self. There we go. He is now maxed out 3 skills, just 3. Which is pretty nice. Soon, I'll get him to energy weapons, I think. Yeah, something like that. Maybe I'll start cross-training him in heavy weapons. That way he can shoot both armored and unarmored things pretty well. Not a terrible idea, actually. But I don't know how many levels I have left in this game before we're done. I'm willing to bet we're closing in on the end. Alright, let's go talk to this guy. He's tall and lean, right? No. I have no way of talking to him, so I'm guessing it's not him. Can I talk to any of these people? No. Well, let me talk to any of the slaves. Priest Sprayer, let's talk to him. He sells and buys things apparently. Wow. Some nice weapons. Dragon's claws, sounds awesome. Shut up, priest, I don't care about you. Wait, what's in here? It's a nice place. Oh, there's a whole base outside. We should go talk to everyone out here too. But there's a chest up here first. This is a pretty sweet place. Lock and trap. Trap first, of course. Then lock. They're both simple. Excellent. Lockpicking and disarm trap have given significantly more experience to guys than Starbuck. Wow, there's a lot of booze up here. I don't really want it, but it's kind of neat that they store their booze on the roof. They have roof parties. How bad of a place could this be? Maybe someone gets really drunk, tries to jump off the roof. That's what makes a good house party. It's never a complete house party until someone falls and like breaks a leg. I'm just kidding, don't actually do that. That's probably the worst advice ever. I'm Sister Preacher Constance, the Bastion's official greeter and guide, and I would be happy to direct you to get your bearings around here among God's chosen. Would you like some directions, or would you rather explore on my own? I'll explore on my own, thanks. What is over here? Hey, dumbass, look sharp over there. What are you dogs doing in the Paladins barracks? Get out. Didn't you hear me, dog? You sully holy ground with your filthy hind paws. You look worse than dregs in the pendant tent after Alosh is finished with them. These are the Paladin barracks. No place for you festering scabs. Alright, I'm leaving. What? Are you freaking kidding me? I don't have anything to give you, you dumb... Whatever, I'm gonna kill all of you. You know what? I don't care. Oh, that was bad luck. Yeah, shoot the Night Terror. Ow. The Night Terror has more than enough hit points to take everything you've got and more. That dog is too awesome for words. Let's melt your face. Really? Okay, no big deal. This fight is not going according to plan. She is threatened in every square. That sucks. Let's try that one. That worked out well. Adama is almost dead. That's not good at all. Let's move back 2. Finish that one off. Okay. I'll punch that one. Not bad. Oh, there's another one there. I didn't even notice that one. Ow. He shot his own people. Whoa. That was bad. Okay. Well, let's move you back a step. We really need to stabilize Adama, so let's go do that right now with a master one. Did not die as I was hoping. Okay, we're getting there. We don't want to hit the dog. That one's dead. That thing needs to die. Shit, I have 2 people down now. Let's get Starbuck up too. This was an unexpected and kind of brutal fight. He needs to crit more. He needs more brawling skill, clearly. He has no AP. Well, he has enough for one single shot. Good enough. I'll take it. Wow. Now we have another person to have to get back up. We're just using up all of our trauma kits. Don't I need 4 to do this? Yes, okay, good. Let's move up to here. And we have 5, so. Empty gun, reload. Why do you get so many shots? Don't kill that dude. Good. Perfect. Adama is wounded severely, so he doesn't have any AP left. Same thing with Starbuck. I can't let him have another turn. That would just be really bad. Can I hit him from here? 30% chance is not a good percent chance to hit him. Okay. We get a little bit of time before his next turn. %89 chance. There we go. Damn, those paladins kinda hurt a lot. They have UMPs, which are slightly worse than my current gun. They also had a boy, which is a nudie magazine. Glad they had some med kits, because we're gonna need them. Damn, that was quite the fight. Was not expecting. Whoa, it's 1,000 scrap. Those aren't apples. Does that mean maybe Apple computers? Very clearly not normal apples. 1,000 scrap though. It's a lot of scrap. I'm actually kind of impressed and a little bit happy. Made it totally worthwhile to fight that fight. Although a lot of my characters are hurt pretty badly now. Understandably, we just basically had a monster fight. I'm hoping the church has healers around somewhere that we can pay for. We killed all their paladins though. An eyeball. Let's take the eyeball. The eyeball is locked. That's kind of creepy. Or the display case is locked. But the eyeball is locked to the display case. No matter how you really go with that, that's kind of creepy. Sim's eye. Wow. They killed him and took his eye. That is monstrous. Wow, that's a tough trap even with medium skill. Or with maxed out skill. Alright, well, we're gonna open this trap. We're gonna save after this. Because we are just over half an hour. I am gonna do another one today. I think I might take a small break to get some food though, because I am hungry. Oh, that sucked. Oh, it's okay. Whatever, at least the trap's gone now. Is it locked still? Yep. Alright, let's open the lock. We gotta find a healer. Our characters are pretty damaged. Well, some of them are anyways. No one else seems to care that we killed the paladins. I'll lead the Deadeye Alcuin, the first rock. Alwakayan? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. Let's go back inside. We're gonna go talk to, what's her face's name? Is there a priest around here that can heal me? Oh, good. A woman that can heal me. Or she doesn't have a name, that's just literally her name, this woman. Thank you, I need to be healed after I killed all of your paladins. Literally all of them. It was fun. Let's go give... How do we know it's Sim's eye? That's kind of weird. No. I want to talk to you about Sims, the dead guy. I have his eye. I know full well how creepy that sounds. So do I actually have to join a part of this, or can I just kill everybody and then call it a day and go home? What's this? No way in. Are you a tall, lanky man? I don't know, fine, I'll join the militants. Yeah, why not? Okay, glad to hear it, but listen. You don't get into my outfit on a handshake alone. If you maggots want to become soldiers of God, you have to prove you can do God's work. Now, ordinarily, I send novices out on some kind of a bug hunt to see what they're made of, but seeing as you're rangers, you should already know how to handle yourselves, and seeing as how certain things are starting to come to a head around here, I have a more important trial for you. One that will test both your courage and loyalty. Are you ready to be best tested? No. I don't really want to get a quest from you guys yet. I want this tall, lanky dude. Where is this guy? If we have to go all the way back down the path of the, you know, things to do this stuff, I'm gonna be annoyed. There's no one in here, that's all I know. So let's continue onwards and see if we can find someone else. Oh right, we're at half an hour, so we're gonna end the video right here. Save. Tomorrow, 52. I'm getting into the game again, so if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you next time. I'm actually not gonna take a break, I'm gonna do the next one right away.